In today's news, recent seizures include drugs, cash, and weapon parts at entry ports. Focus placed on BVI's global role and regional unity. World Food Day 2025 highlights local agriculture efforts, and health experts stress the need for data and genetic testing to fight disease. These and more stories when To It For News returns.
We mash the gas, them bite the dust. We set the speed while they gathering rust. Inside we heart BVI come first. So please don't be fooled, cause they not like us.
Once we mash the gas, them bite the dust. Cause we always fast and we always fuss. If you want a real speed, you know who to trust. Somebody better tell them they're not like who? They're not like us. CCT fast, like CCT fast, like CCT just generosity, love the community bad, like CCT first with the 5G. Cause BVI is we.
Welcome to the Wednesday, October 22nd edition of To It For News. I am Jacques Wooding Donovan, bringing you the latest out of the British Virgin Islands. Thank you so much for joining us. The Customs Department continues to battle the flow of drugs, illegal items, and undeclared cash entering the territory through various ports of entry. Acting Commissioner of Customs Clinton Romney recently told ZBVI that officers recently intercepted drugs hidden in a package at the Terence B. Lettsome International Airport and a firearm part at the Roadtown Customs Station. Details in this report. The Customs Department continues to grapple with the issue of drugs and illegal items coming through the different ports of entry. According to Acting Commissioner of Customs Clinton Romney, these items are also coming in through courier services. Romney told ZBVI on Tuesday that recently customs officers, during their inspection of packages at the Terence B. Lettsome International Airport, discovered drugs in a package, and part for a firearm was discovered at the Roadtown Customs Station.
So what we have been seeing over the past 2 months, stemming back to late September, at the Felon Airport, our officers, while making their inspections there, they discovered a package that contained plant matter that we discovered to be cannabis, somewhere in the region of 5,000 in value. There is a particular concern in this discovery, in that there is a trend that we have seen utilizing certain couriers, even BVI posts, to import these packages from the United States to the BVI, but it's not actually for the BVI. So it was a great detection, and it is it's something, a trend that we are seeing that we want to curb. Further on, we made a discovery, or officers again, through routine inspection at the Roadtown Customs Station. They were inspecting packages that came in through one of our local couriers, and they discovered what appeared to be a gun slide. So it was a firearm. Apparently it was taken down, and part of that firearm was shipped in a package. Description definitely was not what was inside the box, and the serial number had been obliterated. So that discovery is made, so it highlights the concern that we have with couriers, and there's another issue that we at the department are working towards, along with other enforcement agencies and also the National Security Council, to ensure that we have our scanners at the different locations that would assist in the discovery, or more discoveries of these, or it would actually deter persons from utilizing our couriers to bring in these packages.
Romney also said that during an inspection at the West End port of entry, customs officers discovered more than $80,000 that was concealed in a package from a man who came in from St. Thomas, USVI.
Later on, we will go to West End, and what we saw at West End was a ferry passenger. Our officers detected that individual importing a large quantity of cash. What was concerning was a method of concealment. I won't go into the details of the concealment, but it was concerning how that person tried to evade customs. The department or officers then at the time, they contacted the Royal Virgin Islands Police Force for assistance, and they assisted us greatly. The individual was arrested and taken before the courts. So right now, and what we are looking at is the forfeiture of the funds. We have right now, the territory has an asset forfeiture committee. So we work in to ensure that we do this right in terms of forfeiting the money, and it goes towards a fund. We are waiting to find out the final outcome with the court matter. We would have partnered with the Royal Virgin Islands Police Force, and then in conjunction or collaboration with the DPP to ensure we get the charges correct.
Meanwhile, Diplomatic Week 2025 opened on Tuesday with a ceremony celebrating the territory's expanding role in global affairs. More in this report. The Virgin Islands officially opened Diplomatic Week 2025 on Tuesday with an inspiring ceremony that highlighted the territory's growing presence on the international stage and the importance of regional cooperation in an increasingly uncertain world. Premier Dr. Natalia Wheatley delivered the keynote address reflecting on the Virgin Islands' history and evolution in global affairs. He emphasized that Diplomatic Week serves as a platform to strengthen relationships within the international community and showcase the Virgin Islands' commitment to building bridges across borders.
Diplomatic Week opens the door for greater understanding of how international relations and diplomacy shape our lives, our economy, our governance, and our future, and how small island territories like ours connect with the wider world. The reality is that international relations and diplomacy are not distant or abstract concepts for the Virgin Islands. They are daily essential tools that help us build partnerships, advance our development goals, and safeguard our interests. They are a vital part of our journey towards self-determination. They enable us to represent our own interests, tell our own stories, and shape how we are seen and understood in the global narrative.
The Premier also expressed gratitude to those who have contributed to the Virgin Islands' diplomatic and international outreach efforts over the years. During the ceremony, Junior Minister for Financial Services, Economic Development, and Digital Transformation, Honorable Lorna Smith, was recognized for her long-standing contributions to the territory's development and international representation, receiving the Pioneer Award. In her remarks, Smith thanked her colleagues and mentors who supported her journey in financial services and foreign relations. She reflected on the current global climate, from political shifts in major nations such as the United States under President Trump to the ongoing challenges in Venezuela.
We have seen what is happening in the United States and the Make America Great Again, which of course means President Trump imposing his tariffs globally, which have created, I don't want to call it a war, but has created that division between the BRICS and the rest of the world. So we're seeing a topsy-turvy world. We see in financial services that we have our own challenges. We are seeing a situation where might seems to be right, and we have to fight against that. Might cannot always be right. We see even next door in the Caribbean where it's happening, Yes, the Caribbean countries have come out and made their statement about Venezuela and the fact that they will do all they can to fight against drugs and so on, but they've kept their heads down. You know, nobody is raising their head among them above the parapet, and it makes sense. You've got to be practical.
A number of other awardees were also recognized during the ceremony. Up next, World Food Day 2025 highlights local agriculture efforts, and a local farmer speaks up. More after this quick break.
Just give me my service. Yeah. Just give me my service. Just give me my service.
Make the switch to CCT and get connected today. Unlimited talk, text, and data. Visit any CCT store or call us at 444-4444. CCT, Life Unlimited.
At Higher BVI, we're not just about business. We're about empowering lives, and that is because we aspire to inspire. By choosing us, you're supporting a company that believes in equal opportunities, diversity, and community growth. Our mission goes beyond profit. It's about providing HR solutions, fostering talent, and leaving a positive impact. Join us in building a better future, a better BVI. Choose Higher BVI, where your support isn't just a transaction, it's a transformation. Together, we're changing lives in these beautiful Virgin Islands. Life is unpredictable, and when a storm is coming, having a plan can make all the difference.
We need a plan in case of a hurricane. Everyone, let's work together on this.
This is where we go in case if we need to evacuate. This is safe away from flood zones.
I will use this room as our secure space if we have to stay home.
Don't forget to save our local contacts and also our off-island contacts.
Right, and we need to have a plan for our pets too. They can't go to shelters, so we need a safe place for them.
In case we get separated, we should have a meeting spot. How about the community center?
That's good, and we can leave a note there too.
I feel safe knowing we have a plan.
With a plan, you're not just preparing for the worst, you're taking control of the situation. A message from the Department of Disaster Management and 284 Media.
Welcome back, and thank you so much for staying with us. World Food Day 2025 opened with a ceremony celebrating innovation and teamwork in strengthening local food production. That, of course, was last Friday. Officials at the ceremony urged continued support for farmers and fishers as the territory pushes towards greater sustainability. World Food Day 2025 was officially celebrated with an opening ceremony highlighting the importance of collaboration, innovation, and community support in strengthening agriculture and fisheries in the British Virgin Islands. Speaking at the event, Theodore James, Director in the Department of Agriculture and Fisheries, outlined the department's ongoing efforts to advance local food production. He noted that the team has been participating in conferences and adopting new technologies to enhance productivity and sustainability.
We explore the new things that are happening in the world. So we go on conferences and expos like the North American Seafood Expo that shows us many of the things and that educates us on the many things that are happening within the world, the technologies that are happening within the world. We understand that yes, even though there's a vast ocean, the ocean resources are depleting. So we must come up with many ways and means in how we're going to expand the food production. And that's whether through aquaculture or aquaponics in terms of on the land. That's in regards to whether we are going to hydroponics. Also not forgetting our traditional ways. So the more we look into technology, we cannot forget from where we come. All right? So in hand, we must also work with the ministries. The ministries surrounding us, working hand in hand with the Ministry of Health to ensure that our food is wholesome and balanced, and with the environmental health to ensure that when it comes to pesticides and all of these different things, we are not using too many of those. When it comes to our communications and work, ensuring that roads are built and ensuring that land is terraced properly. Even when it comes to heavy machinery. So even when it comes to reducing machinery in certain parts of the area, working hand in hand with our tongue and country planning, ensuring and understanding that where we build and what we do and where we go all has a part to play.
James emphasized that progress in agriculture is a team effort involving several ministries to ensure that every part of the food system functions effectively. Looking ahead, he said the sector will explore ways to maximize limited land space for optimal production. Meanwhile, Dr. Lavon Chalwell-Bruley, Deputy Permanent Secretary in the Premier's office, used a metaphor in her remarks to encourage the public to continue supporting local farmers and fishers. She reminded attendees that collective effort and community engagement are key to achieve a resilient and self-sustaining food system.
We are like a coral reef of hands. Each small gesture of a living polyp helps to build something strong and sustaining. A coral reef, as you know, is made of countless tiny animals called polyps. Alone, each one seems small, but together they build a vast, beautiful structure that shelters life and protects the shore. In much the same way, every small act in our community, planting a seed, mending a net, selling local produce, or simply choosing to buy from our own adds up. These small acts, joined together, form a living system that feeds, protects, and uplifts us all. So today's fair is not just a market, it is a mirror of what is possible when we support local. Every purchase, every conversation, every backyard garden brings us one step closer to food security, to healthier diets, and to economic growth rooted in our own soils and waters. So, as we close this ceremony and open the day's festivities, let us carry that spirit forward, reaching out hand in hand to support our farmers, fishermen, and food entrepreneurs.
Zanti Dick Reed of the BVI Farmers Network believes the BVI can build a healthy, organic, and regenerative food system. Zanti made those comments during the opening ceremony for World Food Day activities in the territory last Friday. He believes they can have a future that is shaped by grassroots knowledge and increased agricultural education, which focuses on school engagement and community support.
A food system that is able to reduce our food import dependency, better our health, and empower our sovereignty. The blessing is that we have all the ingredients we need to make that happen right here, whether it's virgin, uncontaminated soils from conventional agricultural chemicals, clean water sources, or even the knowledge and experience from our agricultural heritage. We're also blessed with the farming skills and experience of people from neighboring Caribbean islands. And I know the department is doing a lot of work in collaborating across the OECS and CARICOM. So to keep this short, let's put our hands together, commit ourselves to plant more food, whether it's a banana tree in your back garden or tomato and spinach on your balcony. Every seed counts. The BVI Farmers Network is growing, so if you need any support, please don't hesitate to reach out. So let's put our heads together, put our hands in the ground so that we can stand on our own 2 feet.
Director of Agriculture and Fisheries, Theodore James, outlined some of the areas the department would be focusing on to maximize food production.
How best we can create our architecture in allowing for the farming on our rooftops and within our architecture. All of these technologies are done in Indonesia and around the world. So how best we can utilize the limited land we have to maximize on our food production. So not only again that we are talking about working hand in hand with our local farmers, fishers, and counterparts in the agriculture and fisheries industry, but also learning from industry experts within the region. Within the region, they are doing many initiatives to ensure that there is a continuation of production of food for our people. Working hand in hand locally means that we're going to work also with our supermarkets, work with our vendors, work with our nonprofit organization, those persons who are into botanical gardens, those persons who are into their natural farms, herbs, things like those things that we are talking about. So when it comes to, again, the aim of the department, we aim to be a force. We aim to be a people ready and prepared, not only to teach, but also to learn from our farmers and fishers. So that's going to mean getting out on the ocean. That's going to mean getting into your living rooms, getting into your farms, getting on your farms, understanding your issues, understanding the struggles, but again, still putting those things in place.
Up next, health experts stress the need for data and genetic testing to fight disease. And moderate trade winds bring a few passing showers through tonight. These and more stories when To It for News returns.
Father Jesus, that line here long like church service.
Alright, you enjoy the rest of the day. Next customer line, please. Wait, hold on a second.
Yes, Sonny boy, come. Yes,
Good
Sonny.
morning.
Good morning, Sonny boy. Hold on there. You must have cut fun topic.
It's okay, I'll take care of it.
What? No man to take care of me.
How may I assist you? You want top of power?
You want top of power?
Join the prepaid party with CCT and enjoy more affordable data plans, more top-up promotions, more savings with hero bundles, and more value for your money each and every Tuesday with Top Up Turn Up Tuesday. Visit a CCT store today or anywhere CCT Top Up is sold and top up your phone.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. You want top of power?
Welcome back and thank you for staying with us. Work is progressing towards establishing a cancer registry in the Virgin Islands, a move that health professionals say is critical to improving diagnosis, treatment, and prevention efforts. During the Talking Points program on ZBVI, Dr. Charlene Lewis emphasized the importance of data collection in understanding cancer trends, while the BVI Cancer Society President, Gloria Foy, highlighted the growing need for genetic testing to support early detection and tailored care. More in this report. Work is said to be moving ahead for a cancer registry to be established in the territory. This was one topic of discussion during a recent episode of the Talking Points program. General practitioner Dr. Charlene Lewis underscored the importance of this being done.
Evidence makes such a better argument than just, pulling things out to the sky and out to the air. So it really is important for persons to come forward. Even if they've never gone to the doctor here, having a registry here will give them the opportunity to share their information so that we can have better statistics for the island and be able to plan and do better for the community.
Yeah. I want to think it would be the first cancer registry in the Caribbean. I'm not sure. I'm kind of leaning that it might be. If we get through, and I think Harmony is doing a great job, and she's interviewing a lot of persons, so I'm happy about that.
President of the BVI Cancer Society, Gloria Foy, and before her was Dr. Charlene Lewis. Meanwhile, Foy spoke about the need for genetic testing, which was discussed at the recent cancer conference. Here's also co-host of the program, Damian Grunge.
An investment that you made, Gloria, with the genetic testing, I thought that was brilliant. And a number of persons in the community now have a greater appreciation of the illness that they are predisposed to simply because of that genetic testing. Are you thinking of bringing that to the BVI in a more comprehensive way?
Actually, Dr. Weldon called me the other day, and I think she got approval to do about 2,800 more persons in the BVI.
Great.
So I am waiting on it.
Brilliant.
So I'm waiting on it. I'm also waiting on the minister to come waiting on you, and we need to do something right away. But that genetic testing, it's very good.
I got my results, and I have to tell you, because I'm not, I'm not really a person who is responsive. I'm one of those saw that, and I started to check for specific things now, because then it basically says to me that based on your history, you're at risk for X, Y, and Z.
In weather, pockets of moisture carried by moderate trade winds are expected to produce a few passing showers throughout the forecast period. Tonight, we'll see a 40% chance of brief rainfall. Winds will blow from the east at 17 to 31 kilometers per hour or 10 to 20 miles per hour, with gusts reaching up to 50 kilometers per hour or 31 miles per hour. Seas range from 1.5 to 2.4 meters or 5 to 8 feet, with swells up to 1.5 meters or 5 feet. A high surf advisory remains in effect, and small craft operators are urged to proceed with caution. Sunrise tomorrow will be at 6:14 a.m. And that's it for today's news roundup. Be sure to follow us for daily news updates at tweet4media.com, like us on Facebook at tweet4media, and tweet for BVI on Instagram and X, formerly Twitter. I'm Jacques Wooding, and I will be seeing you again tomorrow, so have yourself a safe and enjoyable evening. Goodbye.